Yeah, just a hoodie.
Oh, okay.
Hey, we're live now. Hey
Oh,
guys, hey girls, welcome to the show, the Ignite Your Purpose podcast, vlog, blog, whatever you want to call it, episode 86. 86. Can you believe it already? Thank you for tuning in, for listening. We appreciate you all. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with us, whether that's on the audio or the video or just in the ether floating around.
that's right. The wherever.
Kind of rolling on from yesterday's subject, which was my impromptu fast. I did another 17 hours. I went from 7 p.m. last night to midday again. I got up and trained and I flagged big style. So if you're going to do a fast, don't train, take it easy, don't go to work. But today we're going to talk about being intentional versus reactionary or just reacting to a situation. So I'm going to hand it over to the big Max Mossimo over
Woo!
there, and
What
he's
is
going to
that's something I still work on every day, John. That one comes down to truly at the base being self-aware. If you and I are in a reactionary state, we're in our primitive brain, we're in our lower self. So we are basing that all upon emotions, which are based on a past. So we're actually not really giving ourselves any I don't want to say mindset, but any of our higher self to come through. We're kind of on our heels. If you think of a dog that's been cornered, that's kind of how we're at, right? We're ready to pounce. We just want to defend. We want to be right, whatever the situation is, right? We could be talking about training, or we could be talking about an emotional state, but we just want to be however we are in our primitive state, which is fight or flight, right?
fight or flight. Yeah.
There you go. And coming from intention, my gosh. Now that is our higher self. This is evolution. This is where we all need to be, which is one of the hardest things to do though. Because for example, if somebody, I don't know, cuts you off in traffic,
Yeah.
how do you just sit there and zen out and be like, oh, may the peace be with him. You know what I mean? So a very difficult thing to do, but it is our higher self that comes through when we're intentional. John, where are
Well,
you going with this one?
I haven't got a great deal more to add to it apart from how yesterday or the day before I just wanted to eat because I eat. But it's just maybe just raising this idea of living with intention. That's having consciousness, thinking
Yes.
and making decisions rather than just reacting. We eat because it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Or see, I can't even think of that many reasons.
Well, go right off that, and then think of the intention would be what are you putting in your system?
Yeah,
You and I might be of this. We're of this the process of thought of health. It's our fuel. It's our longevity. But the
yeah,
intention could be something totally different. Like
yeah.
I want the cheapest food in my system because I can't afford it. You know what I mean? It comes back to, like you said, intention.
Yeah. And then sort of they say the difference between meditation gives you the difference between reacting and responding. It gives you that moment to think and consider and make that conscious decision. Living with intention removes sometimes the impulse from your life, the impulse just to go and do things rather than stop and consider and think, is that what I want to do? Is that going to serve me right now the best, or might I regret that tomorrow? I often go through life thinking, what will John say about this tomorrow?
That's a good one.
So, so, you're,
I.e.,
so you're at a party and you think about getting on the table and taking all your clothes off. Been there, done it. Yeovil Town. Oh God, there's some horror stories from there. Naked boys in pubs and freaking all sorts of shit. But I gave no consequence to what would be said or what I would feel the next day. And
very true.
that's consciousness. So I'm going to get up the stage and going to strip off with intention because I think it's the right thing to do. I'm not going to regret it tomorrow.
Totally.
It'll be fun. I'll enjoy it. Bingo. Or it might not be the best thing.
And that flip side comes back to the feeling of guilt the next day, right? Or the feeling of guilt for, let's say, eating that piece of cake or drinking that drink, or having sex outside of your marriage or whatever, right?
Yeah.
It's that guilt, which is again attached to our lower self, which is attached to emotion, which comes about down to anger, fear, and fear of death, and all that bullshit we talked about yesterday, right? So it's when we're coming from intention, it's a higher spot, and even if it's not always correct, your intention is there to do good and be good, right? Or hopefully, anyway.
Yeah. So that's it. It's a short show today.
It's beautiful. That was a deep one too. Some actual
Maybe,
knowledge in there.
yeah, maybe that'll be a nice change for you all. Certainly mean it'll download and upload and copy and paste much quicker for myself, because that's my intention right now, is to do it straight away.
Attaboy.
But apart from that, thanks for tuning in. I am going to say, well, I think we're due a listener question. So, JJ, I think you're listening to lots. Maybe Mike, you're still listening. But a couple of questions would be superb.
I think we still got a couple on the list too that we could get into.
What, from listeners?
Yeah, I definitely have some written down on my side, so let's do it. We got a couple, okay. And I'm sure there'll be more and more. So yeah, let's start implementing those at least once a week.
Yeah. So from himself and myself, thank you very much, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Love you guys.